So let's get today's journeys underway as we go to the London commuter. And a rather nice picture until it shows up with John Cena. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Besides, how can you infect something that you can't see? Well, it's going to do the thing where it's going to, you need to do the demo for this route. And I'm like, no, I don't. With the Apex glide delivery from other Redacted game. Right. Oh, what the? Okay. Alright, I just want to go back to the main menu now. Right. Team Tabble. There we go. Okay. So we've got an Aintree Battersea Power Station. I don't know to be proud or ashamed that a Malaysian developer is the company behind the Battersea regeneration. Depending on what they do to the actual power station itself, then that might sway my judgment. So, wait a minute, let's have a look through the services for this. I forgot that this even had some services on this route. Oh. Maximum length service, 11 minutes. Gatwick Airport to Reading, that would be why. Battersea Power Station, Station Parkway General. Oh. Empty coaching stock moves. Oh, okay. So actual passenger services, no. What about the 375s? London Charing Cross to Hastings. Oh, SC, right. Right, I think if we want the long haul, we have one of these. "49 minutes, an hour and 1. 6 minutes. The development looking flashy, but also disconnected from the community around it. Classic Malaysian development pattern, that is. Yeah, also classic London these days. Who wants to build glitzy flats? Everywhere. Me. There you go. Can they actually be affordable to the people that live in London? No. Are you shitting me? Anyway. Cost 387. Yeah, it's a nice, tidy, nice, tasty Gatwick Express. I signed up at the football club I cheer for are so garbage this season, I'd rather chase a steam locomotive around the north on a tour that I'll be on the following week than get one more chance to see their old stadium before it closes. I need to get incredibly disappointed by surrounded by angry scousers. Several questions there. One, what's the football team? And secondly, what's the tour that you'll be on? And what's their stadium? So, what have we got? They even built a poor man's entrance to the affordable units. Oh, Christ. Oh, Everton. I did not know they were on them. I had no idea they were about to move out of Goodison Park. I haven't got the faintest idea. Oh, I see. Okay, so London to Brighton in the morning, yeah. Yeah, the stadium. As soon as he said Everton, I was like, oh yeah, I know the stadium. No idea it was about to close. Pick a nice sort of mid-morning service. I think that'll do it. 1W50. And you know what as well? It's not particularly pleasant out, so hang on, let's do it custom actually. Precipitation, some. Very cloudy, bit windy, -1.7 degrees. Yeah, that's about accurate. They're building a new stadium in the docks, and since I'm in the States, I don't make it over that often, so the new stadium may be open by the time. Oh, right. Okay, so it's not immediately closing. Okay, right, gotcha. So, yeah, London Victoria to Brighton. There's Battersea Power Station, which now has its own station. This tea's very warm. By the time it opens, they may be in League One. Well, you come over to see them at the new stadium, and I join you for it, because they'll be playing AFC Wimbledon away. I'll just be there like, "Hey, JBS, do you want to go? I'm coming to Everton on an away day. It's AFC Wimbledon in League One." Oh, God. Try this Gatwick Express service from Victoria to Brighton. Why not? I will do that. Whoa, okay. Right. Yes, I thought so. I think we need to actually activate the power and stuff. So, master key on. Forwards. Aha, and the doors have now opened. So let's have a look at our train. There it is. Very familiar confines of London Victoria for me. This is the station. If ever I go into London, 99 times out of 100, it's via Victoria. And I have actually taken this very train journey, London to Brighton on the Gatwick Express. I do find it funny that AFC Wimbledon are now at the same level or higher than MK Dons. I mean, at this point, so much water has passed that most AFC Wimbledon fans, they just find it kind of petty to still derive a lot of humour that in the same amount of time that the old Wimbledon have meandered around and been mediocre, we've built a brand new club and promoted up. And then a couple of seasons ago, they were actually relegated to the division. But who am I kidding? It is the most epic Schadenfreude, and we love it. Meantime, elsewhere in the station, there's some grinding flanges. I've got the headlights on. We have got the destination marker of Brighton, which is correct. We now have to wait until 11:14, which is another 23 seconds. All right, got a few more seconds. Any latecomers? Anyone? Nope, everyone's on. Good. Lady announcer, welcome aboard this Gatwick Express service to Brighton. Calling at Gatwick Airport and Brighton. Told you I've been on this service before. Right. Speaking of which, let's get it going, shall we? Let's do this. Oh, nice little echo to reflect the fact we are indoors here. Oh, God, I just heard the beeping of some doors opening, and I'm like, I definitely shut the doors on our train. Alright, anyway. Get going, shall we? Do this. Rather accurately, this side of Victoria, a sea of electric stars. Of various franchises and people. So given that we've already heard reports of a red signal glitch, and given my own kind of hapless record with that anyway, I'm going, it's snowing. It's actually snowing. Well, I guess I did set it to rain, and the temperature's actually below freezing, so I used to be a Victoria Station regular back in the 90s. Nice. Yep, it is actually lightly snowing. Not enough for it to settle or anything, which is a shame. Although if it did settle, we probably wouldn't be able to drive this train right now, so swings and roundabouts. Should be back on the platform playing in the snow, having a snowball fight with the staff, with the station staff. The last time you rode Gatwick Express was on a 442. Wow. Oh, do you know what I might need as well? Where are the whip rays? Doors. Right. Brake release. Yeah, that definitely works. Is there a control panel up here? Tail lights, headlights, temperature. Important, I feel like. Can I phone a friend? Wash wipe controls, bottom left. Ooh. Oh, bottom right. Okay. Wash. Wipers. Yes. Very well done. Excellent work, that man. Well done, Resi. There we go. So now we've solved that. Let's get some power down, shall we? Let's go. Off we go on our trip to Brighton, which is a lovely seaside town, which in contrast to many others in the UK, remains lovely even in the wintertime. Most seaside towns in the UK are incredibly depressing during the winter. Oh, that's Battersea Park, I think. Yep, Battersea Park. And there is the power station in the distance. A view that's really not realistic anymore because most of that is now obscured by massive silver apartment blocks, which some people may be living in. I'm not sure quite how many, but, you know. Whitby is nice in the winter from what I've been told. I'll have to check it out at some point. Southern unit going the other way. Dawlish is fun in the winter mainly because waves crash over HSTs. Well, two problems with that. One, the HSTs have been retired, well, except for the short intercity, not intercity, the what would you call it? The short sets. And B, they've built that massive new... Oh, speaking of HSTs, though. Have a look. Wait a minute, that's a GWR HST. Why? Just keep going. I don't know why a HST would be heading to Waterloo, but the castle sets are regular out there. Wait, what? Yeah, the castle sets are regular on the Dawlish seawall. And they're now currently building that massive tank defence of a seawall, which doesn't look too bad. And, you know, would prevent any future flood damage from, as we pop through Clapham Junction. Also, rather enjoying the actual build-up of snow on the front of our train. That's quite nice. And in a minute, well, any second now, I guess there's works on the Great Western. Yeah. Well, would they normally funnel into Marylebone instead? There must be a lot of stuff going on. Excuse me. Yeah, just up here. Just on the right. So up there. We'll come around the corner. And in there is my dad's old school. Right there. See those buildings there? That's my dad's old school. And yes, as a train spotter, even in his teens, he would find a way to bunk off lessons and sit on steps in the fire escape so he could have a perfect view of these tracks and watch trains. Because why the hell would you not? So, ooh, hello. It's quite funny that OBS has stopped having a shit fit, but the game is now having a bit more of a lag. I have set the weather conditions to be pretty high, to be fair. Well, there's some weather going on. GWR diverted HST to Waterloo before. Oh, did they? When did that happen? So our first stop southbound, well, not stop, but the first station we'll be passing through. Well, that technically would have been Battersea Park and then Clapham Junction. This is... I wanted to say Balham. It's not Balham. It is Wandsworth Road, maybe? I want to say Wandsworth Road. Oh, now OBS is threatening. It's weird. Either one or the other seems to lag. If the game's lagging, well, hello. Got a lot of things going on up here. We've got a lot of trains. One train there. And another coming through there. They're drag racing each other. And then there's another train in the platforms here. This is Balham, I believe. Yes, this is Balham. Because it's only those two platforms there that are used anymore. This one to our right is just sort of there. Although it is being used in this game. Hey, 'tis the damn season. Indeed it is. Hello, Mike. Lovely to see you in here. How are you doing? Well, the snow is starting to settle. Yeah, that was me saying, oh no, it's only a little bit of snow. It is settling. So there was me just being like, oh, it'd be a bit wet on this run today. It'd be a bit drizzly. I've accidentally created snow. This would be very realistic if we were up north right now. Unfortunately, we're not. Also, I've just realised we've turned off the... What the... Also, I'm very scared. I've just realised I've turned the HUD off. Doesn't this much snow shut down the Brighton main line? I think it should normally. I am to north. Oh, we know you are. Yeah, the HUD is completely shut off. What the? Aha, there we go. Right, F1 turns off the HUD. Well, turns it off and on again. Right, okay, we're good. I would imagine one fleet would shut down the Brighton. Yeah. In our world, though, not so. Well, like Bob Ross. In our world, we decide that trains run sensibly and actually work. Had a dodgy circuit breaker. Oh, goodness. Had to have an electrician come out. That can't be too much fun. I hope things are all right now, and I hope things are fixed. I think you could turn on AWS. Ooh. Where is it? We could press a button to acknowledge it. That is... What station is that? That's not East Croydon, is it? Don't think that's East Croydon. There's door. I know on the 313 you can turn... Streatham Common, that might be a good shout. My parents' old inns. Oh, what is that rattling sound? I'm a little bit nervous. Marker lights... Yeah, I know on the 313 you can turn on AWS. I don't know if that's the case on these. On the 387. Now this is another station I can't remember. Real players play without a HUD. Oh, yeah. Luckily, we're not sim racers here. Norbury, there you go. Not me tracking this journey on Google Maps. Rattling could be spots of ice on the rails. You know, fair shout. Yeah, I think we'll keep the windows closed today. And we've got 15 minutes for us to get to Gatwick Airport. So let's push on a bit, shall we? Let's give it the beans. Well, they didn't forecast snow today, but in our world, we can have whatever weather we want. So we've decided to have snow. AWS is on the switch wall behind. Up there. Apparently it won't let me do it. Anyway, this looks like East Croydon. Well, hang on, give me a moment. I'm driving at the moment. I'm doing a drive right now. Thornton Heath. Oh, there you go. Miles an hour. We've got a green signal. That's lovely. So 17 miles in 14 minutes. Can we do it? You can stand up in it. I know, Chris, but it's more like a sort of just let me manage that. Oh my God. Yeah, and now we're having to slow down. So, yes. No. This. Okay, there we go. AWS predicts we've been striking distance at the next station in 14 minutes with a 75% stopping difficulty. I've indeed seen what you did there, Izzy. Also, welcome him. Isn't the driver not allowed to leave the seat with the train in motion? Well, technically not. Doesn't mean you can't actually do that in this game. All right, we need to slow down a bit more as well. So, down to 45 miles an hour. It's the other way. That's right. That's the brake. Ah, this must be East Croydon. This has got to be East Croydon. This is the Ganwik Express service to Brighton. Indeed it is. I accidentally jumped out the door once on the train. I have done that once. In this game, obviously. Although there was that one time. Right, so this is East Croydon. Up there will be all the tram stops. Well, the tram stop. Once we go up to 60 miles an hour, once we've cleared East Croydon and got back up to speed, I will investigate the AWS switch. The mystery AWS switch of power. Oh. And here we... Oh, nope, the speed hasn't increased yet. Whoa. I suspect it might be the weather doing this, but even so, this route seems... When I played this before, this route seems pretty demanding in terms of CPU. It might be because there's a lot of traffic. This is one of the new rush hour routes where it's, well, as it says, there's a lot of passengers, a lot of trains going on, so... Anyway, let's put pedal to the metal, shall we? Got a green signal, so what I'm going to do is quickly get up and have a look around here, and... Yeah, none of these buttons work. None of these buttons work, so that's answered the question of that. This really explodes the Xbox and PS4 versions. Not surprised, honestly. My vanilla PS4 hated the regular trains in World 1. South Croydon. Yeah, we're going through ends here. My old ends. My old manor. Well, my parents' old manor, mainly. Try the right side. Look, if I try the right side of the cab and it's not there, we're leaving it. Because at this point, that'll start to veer annoyingly into backseat gaming. Right. So it's a green signal. We've got the max throttle. Let's have a look. Signal. Door close. There's a plug socket. And that's a negative. That is a negative. Chris, I'll be honest, I don't care about AWS enough to still be faffing around with it. faffing around trying to find it. Besides, our train is fine. Our train is slime. I ate it. I was hungry. Yeah, now we're getting up to some speed. 13 miles in 10 minutes. Good snow, red train. Now we're going to put the pedal down. We're up to 90 miles an hour. Well, we're going to try and get to 90 miles an hour. We are now going through... I don't want to say this is Norbury. It probably isn't. In fact, Mark's guiding our train. Reporting you to the old... Look, Chris, nobody likes a snitch. Pearly. Oh, it might be Pearly. Oh, meantime, we're in a drag race with a Southeastern Electric Star. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Look at that. Drag racing units. Drag racing units. Oops. Steady on. Is that rattling again? Rainmeister's here. Hello. How are you doing? Been a while. It has been, hasn't it? About, well, a couple of weeks now. But what is Southeastern doing on the Brighton main line? Well, I believe they run... I think when we checked in the... not scenarios, the timetables for the Southeastern 375s, it did say they run services to Hastings, so it might be one of them. But we did have a GWR HST running to Waterloo, so just things might be a bit strange overall today. It's snowing on the Brighton main line and trains are still running, so that's weird in and of itself. Reminiscing my time in London back in 1996. I remember boarding a painted London Underground train and seeing a grey London Underground train overtake. Oh, wow. I asked my mum if we could board that train next time, and the next day we did. Ooh, nice. Ooh, steady on. There we go. Longer than that since I've been able to join a stream. I can't remember the last time. Oh, welcome in nonetheless. It's lovely to see you in here again. Always a pleasure, Vic, you know that. Can you drift a train if the signaller gets it badly wrong? Yes. Aww. That's very sweet, Mark. That's lovely to hear. Oh, Hitch has redeemed make a cup of tea. I've had one for this journey. Once we finish this journey and go for the return leg, I will. And I might even, because I was feeling ill and the other day I had to go to the shops to get some supplies, I treated myself to a couple of things. Firstly, some chocolates, because why not? And secondly, a pack of scones. Hang on, not scones. Crumpets. A pack of crumpets. That's the one. Also, is there... See in the distance. Also, what buttons, cab lights? No soup? Oh, I did get soup. Don't you worry, I got me some soup. Lovely things to hear. My other uncle, who was recently admitted to hospital for COVID, is doing better. Oh, Mike, I can't tell you how happy that makes me to hear that, honestly. This is the part of the Brighton main line that was built by two separate companies and crosses over each other. Meanwhile, the 455s are the exact same now as they were on the Hampton Court train. Yep, I think we can all agree with that, Mark. Best wishes to Super Mike's uncle. But yeah, on the return leg, when I make my cup of tea for the return leg, I'll probably toast up some crumpets as well. I think we've got some jam in the fridge as well. Yes. Yes. Oh, some more rattling is going on. Oh, if my voice is a bit croaky or a bit snotty today, I am mostly feeling a lot better. That doesn't mean it's not still lingering. It's in that horrible phase of like the snot is all still there, and my head still often feels like someone's filling it full of liquid cement. But, you know, I'm mostly back to the worst of like the chills and the aches and the just feeling like someone's actually run you over, or drowned or buried you in liquid cement. The worst of that's gone. So I'm just trying to keep going now, get back to business as best as I can. Are they Christmas themed? What, the crumpets? They might be, actually. He's gotten over the COVID symptoms. He's just staying for observation for a few days. Well, that sounds very sensible to me. And whatever that needs to be done, sounds like he's in the best place for the best place to be right now. Meantime, yeah, let's just ignore the snow that was kind of melting through the roof of the tunnel. Pretty impressive for 68 years old. Amen. We want you in a good mental as well as physical state. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Well, I don't appreciate missing a speed limit. Braking. There we go. There we go. Right, down to 80, and then we're just joining a line here. His birthday is this month as well, so it'll be nice in more ways than one. Hey! Things you love to hear. Down, we're back to 90 miles an hour, so what I'm going to do is, where are my tissue? There we go. There we go. So, I have Bianchi, I have warm, I have hot tea, and I also, because I can't be asked to get packs of tissues, I just use spare rolls of toilet roll. Oh. Oh, there we go. Honestly, if I make it to 69 years old and my first response on the day isn't nice or fnar or some sort of immature giggling, then I will have been killed and been replaced by a fake. I will be the actual Avril Lavigne meme. Why is there a goose driving this train? Look, listen, all right? This train doesn't even need a horn. It'll just be me. Hey, I just got to blow my nose. The toilet roll thing works well when you're ill because it's usually a little softer. Ah, there you go, you see? I thought it was just me being lazy. Besides, you get packs of tissues and you run out of them within like a day. Especially for me. When a cold arrives, my immune system is just like, let's go. Gus Greensmith driving the track. How's he been doing in the World Rally Championship this year, by the way? I was aware it was like one of those brief special interest things. I started off the year really following the WRC and then faded within about 3 events. But they just kept having too many like long gaps between the events, so I assume, I mean, I'm going to take a guess that, it's, speaking of birthdays, we have one in the chat. Ray4005. Happy birthday, Ray. Hope you're having a lovely day. A single toilet roll is cheaper than a box of tissues and lasts longer. There you go. 9th. What was that? 9th in the championship? Out of how many full-time runners? 8. How many full-time competitors were there? 8. And he finished 9th out of them. Yes. And Sebastian Ogier just kept winning. Yeah, I had a feeling I knew who'd won. After the first 2 rounds, I was like, I don't think we need to really... Oh, okay. So, heads in the game, gang. Gatwick Airport is coming up in just over a mile's time. So we've got yellow signals as well. And it looks like we're going to get there just about in the nick of time. As we go through that station, whichever one that was. Easy to win when you're the best driver in the best car with no competition. Yeah. The unfortunate thing was this season really felt like a kind of... Oh my God, we're going to have to slow down a lot more, aren't we? Oh, I wouldn't say the WRC is dead. Not quite. It's definitely in a limbo because it's waiting for... Well, next season when the hybrids turn up, you'll have manufacturers coming in. I think some are planning on coming in, or at least coming back, who left recently. So this year was always going to be like a limbo year of like, we're just going to have to try and kill time until the new regs come in. Okay, so we should be good. Oh, we're going to stop. We're going to be dead on time here. Like Lancia. Oh, God. Yeah. BTCC next year will be interesting. I hope it is. Christ, I hope it is. Because it's been very boring the last year. There we go. Oh, yeah, spot on. Lovely, look at that. Right. Unlock left, there we go. Including Gus, there was 5 full-time. So hang on a minute. Hang on. Right. Let me see if I can get this straight. There were 5 full-time entrants across the entire season in the WRC. Of those 5, Gus Greensmith finished 9th in the championship. So there were 4 non-full-timers. 4! He's really not very good. He is definitely bottom boy of my stable. Ah, technically 6, but Katsuta wasn't eligible for the manufacturing championship. Did he score driver points, though? Because at least that would count. I mean, it doesn't make things any better. Gus Greensmith still finished 9th out of 6 contestants. Out of 6 contestants. Now, there's being bad at Gran Turismo 4, and then there's that. Well, there's 6 cars in this race. Where'd you finish? 9th. How's that even possible? I don't know. Oh, it's a shame when his car is so sexy. Time to board my flight to the Virgin Islands to stash my money. I mean, have a well-earned holiday. Oh, I think that was your plane just landing, Mark, so... Hyundai might try to revive their mid-engine hatchback idea. Ooh. Definitely be down for that. He's done at Tottenham, finished 3rd in a 2-horse race. All right, here we go. Welcome aboard this Gatwick Express service to Brighton. Gus finished lower than Danny Sordo, who run 5 rallies less. Oh, God. Christ on multiple bicycles. Right, anyway, let's put the hammer down. Let's go. Oh, some serious wheel spin. Yeah. The kind of like train version of traction control is kicking in. On the icy rails is not having fun. 21st in a 20 driver championship. Isn't Danny Sordo about 80? Lower than Craig Breen, who ran 5 rounds. Breen is a boy, though. Not because he shares the same name as your man from Half-Life. But, yeah, he's like a happy Irish lad. He's like Chris Meek, but slightly less, like, prone to yeeting himself into trees. Slightly less. Like, Chris Meek was like, my mentor is Colin McCrea. I will take his teachings to heart. What, you mean the one where you win or just, like, fly off a mountain? Yes. How many times have you won? A few times. How many times have you yeeted off a mountain? Quite a few more times. Okay, right. I like Chris Meek, though. And Craig Breen seems to be the next successor in terms of affable Irish lad in the World Rally Championship who sends it. Where did Tommy Mackin finish? I love how in the Race of the North episode of Top Gear, Jezza asked if there are speed cameras for trains and was shook when he learned there were. 2 JC powered Metro 6R4. Look, I'll be down for it. Oh. Look, I can't wait for Carlos Sainz to do the business next year. What, Carlos Sainz Jr. in F1? Nah, senior. He's still doing World Rally Championship, isn't it? Right, we're getting back up to speed. We're due into Brighton in 23 minutes. Trains of Wales, hello. First time chatter. How are you doing? Good to see you in here for the first time. Welcome in. Make yourself warm and comfortable. It's a bit chilly outside. I didn't actually choose this life. I genuinely didn't. I set it to be mildly raining, but because the temperature is below freezing, it's made it into snow. I think the rally car that's most fitting for AJ is the Chevy Sonic. Isn't Science Senior also doing that electric rally thing? Oh, yeah, the Extreme E Live from a mountain over there. Because why not put an LS in a hatchback? I know, right? Why not put an LS in anything? There we go. Oh, Mark, quickly, what station's this? It's not Preston Park, is it? I really can't stay. Oh, baby, it's cold outside. Phone going off. I've just got a message from my friend saying they are here. Should I be concerned? Ah, right. He's ordered the new collection of Lordi albums. Three Bridges, yes. Man's 59, for fuck's sake. Lordi, yes. Yes, that Lordi. They decided in lockdown what they were going to do was do an album where every song was from a different genre or different style, and they ended up doing an album in every different style instead of just one song each. So there's 7 of them. 7 albums in one. Yeah, never mind Taylor Swift doing 2. Or 4, maybe? Because she did do the re-recordings of Fearless and Red. Maybe, I guess. Three Bridges in Wales is triponted. I love that. Trains of Wales arrives in the chat. Trains of Wales starts translating things into Welsh. You are very much, you're staying on brand and I respect it. Once again, with Mr. Random slow down to 80. I really can't stay, oh baby, don't have 4-wheel drive. I hope you guys like the changed up overlays. Slightly, like I say, I'm just going for a more pleasant, peaceful, comfy aesthetic around here. All of my favourite streamers recently have given me that sort of vibe, so how many wheels do I actually have? What? Well, I don't have any. Physically upon my body, I don't have any. But on the train, let's have a look. So each car has 8, and we're on a it's an 8-car train. So 8 times 8 is 64. Yes. Yes, maths. I had to check because sometimes Gatwick Express trains can be 12-car trains. Oh, we can go back up to 90 now. Let's do that. Nintendo wheel drive. The rattling is real. Oh, another little station we're going through here. We'll be popping through the local station of noted, incredibly excellent YouTube person, Jessica Kelgren-Fozard, in a minute. Who not only has an amazing name, an amazing vintage fashion styles. Basically, she looks like she's just like 1953 is where her fashion stopped, and that's it, and just lives it. It's great. She's disabled, queer, married to an incredibly lovely wife who they've just had a baby together, which is very cool. It's lovely in general, really. And I know, because she said in one of her vlogs when they were like taking the train to London, that I think their local station is Preston Park. Still waiting for Fall Guys to drop on Switch. Are you waiting for it to fall onto your Switch? Anyway. Anyway. Okay, we've got 14 miles still to go. Ooh. Oh, we've got some sexy viaduct action. Oh, yeah. We may not be in Cornwall anymore, but we're still going to have some sexy viaduct action. Oh, look at that. There you go. Oof. Oof. Yes. Viaduct, bridge, whatever. The term became viaduct just because I kept calling, I think there was one, and then I was like, for any bridge. Train prawn. Well, so you can tell I've been ill recently, and I've not been doing this much talking for a consistent amount of time because my throat's already starting. I'm starting to already develop a sore throat. Still all green signals, which is lovely, very tasty. Sitting dead on 90 miles an hour. Things are good right now. We've got 13 miles to go. And we have 17 minutes to get there. Sounds good to me. Welsh stations that are harder to say than Lanfair PG, that one. Land for 12A. Land for 18. I'll be honest, you've just like posted a collection of letters. Yeah, there's just a collection of letters in the chat with no vowels. It's just sort of sounds. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So we got Penricsiba, Lenhilleth, Lanferfechen, Penmarmor, Rosengr, Blanau Festiniog, Betsy Coed, know that one, Gilfach Fargode, and Landroots Wells. Yeah. There you go. I can say them all, I'm a railway nerd. More specifically, you're a railway nerd whose mastermind special subject is the Great Western, of which didn't they have most of the old lines in Wales? So, there you go. One was close. Which one? Railjet 160 with the follow. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in. YRI. Oh. Llanwrtyd, Wales. Oh, I see, right. Right. 10 miles to go to our destination of Brighton's. At some point I'm going to put some hard Welsh stations and I'm going to pronounce them. I actually tried to learn Welsh. That is dedication to the cause right there. I have literally slept with a Welsh person and even she couldn't tell me, like, she couldn't help me with the... She basically agreed with me. I like the lavender colours you've got in the overlay. Thank you. Appreciate the new, I've gone for a new, well, just a bit more comfy aesthetic and vibe in general. Although proper rail nerd time, I have a full colour palette assembled for all the art and graphics and that on my channels and the Twitch overlay and things like that. every single colour is taken from a past or present railway company from in the UK. Every single one. So the pink lavender colour... Whoops. I'm actually in the game, aren't I? I can't just move the mouse. So the lavender colour you can see on the screen, that's actually a light pink colour that was used by the train operating company Wessex Trains, who were around in the early 2000s and operated most of the branch lines in Devon and Cornwall and things like that. And they had rather nice, attractive paint schemes, including mainly like a dark pink, like a purple mauve colour. And they had certain loco haul trains where they got Class 31 diesels, and they looked pretty cool. That was the kind of light pink that they'd use as like an accent colour and like the high visibility colour for the doors for accessibility requirements. So there's that. The background is tinted with like a gradiented purple into blue. The purple is from the old First Great Western livery that was around until the mid-2010s. Well, the company's still around. They just rebranded GWR and made it that kind of grey-green that it is, the moss green they've got now, which is very nice. But it's a combination of that and British Rail blue from the 1970s. So there you go. Because only I would care enough about this shit to actually do that. British training green. Well, you know, British Railways did have their own Brunswick green when they first started in 1948 through to about 1970. Somewhere on that colour palette as well is the original GWR green as well, and the GWR chocolate brown. British railing green. Mike, plus. Also going up a slight incline here. Blenau Festiniog was the trigger for me to learn some Welsh. Blenau is pronounced Blini. Blini... What? But this relates to that running joke that I had with my, when I dated a Welsh girl. We're talking like 10 years ago or so now. But a running joke we did have is that the Welsh don't have vowels. They just don't believe in them. I was born when Arriva Trains Wales was running for its 4th year. Did you also say you were born when Wessex Trains went defunct? Oh God, that means you're like a child. A child? No. Blanny Festiniog. Okay, I think. No. Do not. If you're trying to get this, to turn this stream into a Welsh language lesson, you're going to be disappointed because I'm not going to be able to do it. The double F's in that word go against everything I learned in school. Yeah. If you're under 13, you're not supposed to be. I'm 14. Well, still. Well, no, you're fine to be here. I'm just making a joke for Mr., you know, blimey festive knob. Also, have I set this... Oh, bloody hell, have I set this stream to be, like, indicated for mature audiences? Oh, we've got to slow down in a minute as well, a little bit. Trains? I like trains. Hello, Paula. I'm 12 plus 15 years. Lucky you added that, Krogan Sushi. Also, hello. I forgot to mention it. I did see you arrive in here. Got 3.2 miles until we get to Brighton, and we better start putting the anchors on because double th in Welsh is a th sound. No, wait, that's double ds. So DDs is th. That makes literally naught sense. That literally makes like minus sense. Oh, I've just realised we are going to be so early into Brighton. We have made excellent time. Despite being, you know, in the snow and the grunge and everything else. Well, not the grunge. We've actually gone through Nevermind. I have to do a voiceover thing and put it on Twitter. Go for it. I'll make you overdraft your brain cell bank account. Just brain cells just like jumping out my ear. Like, no, I can't be dealing with this. There's a station on the Festiniog Railway called Dudalt, pronounced Thalt. That's literally... my head just started hurting there. It's like I just gave myself a spontaneous headache just trying to process that. Oh, right, we've got some yellow signals. I think this is Preston Park, actually. Yes, that's Preston Park. Morning. Still got some yellow signals. Mike's just entire head's just exploded. He can't cope with any of this, and I don't blame him, really. Excuse me. Ooh. All right, we've got exactly a mile away from Brighton now. And we're going to get there so early. This is about the earliest I'm ever going to be... I'm going to arrive for any station any time I've ever played this game, let alone streamed it. And there's the excellently named... is how I assume that's pronounced. Okay, so... Oh, we've actually got a red signal before the buffer stops, so hang on a sec. In fact, there is the red signal. Slowing down, there we go. Yep, we'll bring it to a nice controlled stop. I think we're actually so early we've not got the road into our platform yet. Someone else hasn't left yet. We're that early. Uh-oh. Well, we do have a red signal. How long are we going to have this signal for? How am I doing today, Paula? I'm all right, you know. I've been feeling rotten for the past week. Particularly bad cold. And it's not gone away. You can probably hear it in my voice. It's still a bit croaky and my nose is still full of liquid cement. But I'm feeling better enough today that I can sort of get back to normal and actually start doing things again, including streaming, which is lovely in itself. So look at the map and see if there's something in the way. Okie doke. No, not that. Map. Where's the map? Where are we? We're at the... Oh yeah, full map. There we go. Alright, where are... Okay, so there's us. And we go along there. Along there. Yeah, there is a train currently in there. So, yes, there is currently... That's very much a train in the platform we're going into. So, it just sounds like a GP2 engine. It's like that Top Gear episode. I'm just like, I've got bird flu, be nice. Train driver with a sniffly nose in the snow just makes it more realistic. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Right, Like I say, we're actually early. We have arrived at Brighton early. Ah, yes, it's much better, much slower than before. What, we're stopped. Hang on. Yes, here we go. Oh, we can't go far enough. Okay, hang on. There's some trains in there. There's a lot of trains in there, actually. This is the range of our drone, apparently. Ow. This is me just flying my drone around because I'm bored. There we go. Hang on, I'm wearing a t-shirt, apparently, in this weather. You absolute madman. Hang on a minute, where's the heating? Full heat, yes. They have southern, they've had enough punishment. By what if the southeastern commuters had paces to London? Southeastern commuters paces to London. Why do you want to inflict that level of suffering on the world? Now you really do sound like a GP2 and she was like, phone the signaller for a platform alteration. Oh, I could do. Proceed as signals. Aha, there we go. Well, that was timed well. Presumably, that's the train that was in our platform. You quite finished yet? Move, go on. I also love the fast responses you get from the signallers as well. You know, she's like, hello, is that the signaller? Proceed as signals indicate. Let me, okay. Let me say hi. All right, well, yeah, welcome to Brighton. Here we are. Clinkety clank, 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 clankety clank. 3-1 there, 3-1-3 there. Another Gatwick Express there. There's no 8. There's no 8's back. Is it Mavis? Mavis, the 08's back. She's got a rather nice old British Railways vintage green livery on. That's very nice. All right, meantime, let's not blow this right in the last hurdle, shall we? Gronk. Gronkage. And no, not Rob Gronkowski. And then we go maximum like that. Oh, would you look at that? You couldn't have been absolutely more spot on. There you go. And welcome to Brighton. With the cameras. The camera doesn't enjoy certain angles. I mean, I was thinking 144, so that was a little less punishment. Why, in the same way a kick to the face is slightly less punishment than a kick to the gonads. Yeah, it's a bit chilly on the platforms in here, I will say. Excuse me. Let's not slam into them stops. That would be rather annoying. All right, there we go. Right, we're done. Hang on a minute, how was that only a silver medal? Like, don't say AIDS is better than syphilis. How did I only get a silver medal for that? There were 2 stops on the run. I arrived on time to both of them. Very strange. Would you like your left nut or your right nut kicked, sir? All right, so let's go to the main menu now. What I'm going to do is let's just have a quick look for a return service, but I'm not feeling just a straight passenger run back. What I'm actually thinking I might do is something involving this big thing. This big old unit. Uh-huh. Yeah, you see. Ooh, that's an intriguing one. I think I was speeding. Well, a tiny bit. So we got a 4:21 in the morning. 1 minute after. Nice. It's time for some red hot shit action. Imagine Super 47s on the HS1. Vibe with that. Drive the straight train from Wivelsfield to Clapham Junction. The return leg. That would make sense. We're going back northbound. We would do that run instead. So, yeah, that works out fine for me. Maybe there's a HST service you can run on this route. So, and it is slightly longer as well for now. So, yeah, what we'll do is we'll get this started. I'll pause, and then we'll take a quick little drinks break. Hi, Snow Train. Hi, Snow Train. Right. Okay. So there it is. There's our train. But we're not going to drive it for the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick drink and a stretch break. So I'm going to brew myself a fresh cup of tea. Might toast up some crumpets as well. Feel free to go get yourself, stand up, have a little stretch, and a loo break, and drinks and whatever else. Yeah, see you back here momentarily. Can confirm the crumpets were an excellent decision. We're back. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to reset up this this run. We're back. Well, Nay's here. Hello, Nay. I did wonder what was occurring. Well, Nay's here. The wonderful Nay's in chat. Oh, where's the background pic from? What, this one? This one is from the East Lancashire Railway Heritage Line. It's looking off the southern end of the platforms at Ramsbottom Station. Oh, Cable Carrot's in here as well now. How are you doing? We're just having some fun driving trains around, really. Yeah. We were talking about this the other day. Nay's working nights now. So, doing well. Hope the same for you. Thank you. Very kind of you. And to answer that, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Much better than I have been for the past week or so. Been pretty rotten. And you can probably still hear a bit of the bunged upness and the croakiness, but this is a nice way to come back with a new overlay, a bit more chill, a bit more cozy, a bit more train themed, because why not just embrace being a full-on train nerd at this point? Why the heck not? And yeah, we're driving trains, why not? I was trying to work it out. I knew it wasn't GWR from the inferior signals. Yeah, I knew you'd spot the signals right away, the upper quadrant signals rather than the lower quadrant. Because the Great Western were like, we must do things differently. But the Great Western were basically the hipsters of their day. Hello as well to Tuscanity. Choo-choo, yeah, isn't it? Yeah, lovely to see you in here now. And Carrot and Tuscanity, everyone. It's lovely to see so many people in here. It's really nice. So, we've done one train journey today. Let's do another one. And this time what we're going to do is going to make it rather foggy. Snow level a little bit. Wind strength a little bit. Whoa. Okay. Righto. So, we just took a passenger train from London Victoria to Brighton. We're now going to go back the other way, starting at Wivelsfield and heading up as far as Clapham Junction. So, in fact, it will go to Acton TC. I'm trying to think what that would stand for. But I know on the Great Western Express route in Trains in World 2, that includes the Acton Freight Yard in it as well. So, it's quite funny how this links two routes in a way. Because at the southern end in Brighton, you've got the, what's it called? Is it just called the South Coast Line, I think? But yeah. So, right, let's do it. Let's go. Imagine that's called some minor instance IRL. What's that? GWR is just different, yeah. They were built different. Literally. Right. Okay. Crumpets finished up. I got my tea. Let's do a hecking train, shall we? Let's go. Okay, so stop at location as indicated. Here's our train. We are at Wivelsfield Station. There we go. I pressed the button and it said, use the headlights, reward earned. I'm like, well, I very clearly haven't. Oh, that's a nice shot. Oh, with the fog and the snowy breeze coming through. That's very nice. It just feels chilly. Which is, you know, accurate. Where's the heater in here? Demister, headlights, marker light. Daytime, yes. Instrument lights, yes. Desk light, yes. Cab lights, no, we don't need those. The important bit for me is where's the heater? Ooh, there's a hot plate. Excellent. Put a kettle on that. Be good, be gravy. We've got wipers, parking brakes, stuff like that. And then down here, excuse me, where was the reverser master key? There it is. Put the reverser into forward. And where's the brakes? That's the horn. There we go. Release the brake. And let's give it the work, shall we? Whoops. Let's not do that. Make sure it's all drained out. GW also put the drivers on the right instead of the left like everyone else and decided that 4x8 track was too mainstream. Like I said, they were the hipsters of their day. Alright, we are moving. I think we can give it a bit more than that. Alright, let's give it the beans. Here we go. Power. Doesn't look like many beans. Yeah, you noticed. Although that does look like a pretty empty train, right? Okay. It's a long train, but an empty one. So, max speed 75 miles an hour. Well, there'll be no danger of doing that anytime soon. How are the brakes still on? That's off. They're released. They're all off. Huh, hang on. Hang on. Right. Let's put the brakes on properly. Right. So now we're going to take the brakes all the way off. No, we're rolling already and we haven't even put the throttle back on, so there's our sign that the brakes are off. Oh, hello. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Alright, let's give it the beans. Yeah, the engine is not revving up at all, is it? It's basically coasting. That's important. We need that on anyway. Yeah, we're basically coasting here. So, hang on. We've got a computer up here. Data core at 6100. Is there an MOT test for trains? Alright, that's... Anything back here? Should know about. Amdua confusion. Switches under the regulator and reverser. Control and fuel pump switch, generator field switch, engine run switch, isolation switch. Turn them on, what, all of them? Oh, hello. Well, that's worked. All right, here we go. Okay. There we go. I think that's fixed it. There we go. The shed has roared into life. Alright, so they're all now on. So actually I'm going to turn control and fuel pump switch, generator fuel switch, engine run switch, and isolation switch. Well, put it this way, Chris, I don't remember in any tutorials being told that those had to be on as well. Oh my god. Sorry, that's a big paragraph from JBS there. I'll try and read that momentarily, but we are up to speed. Well, we're getting up to speed now. And, well, it's a bit nippy in here, but let's open the window, get some fresh air in here. Oh yeah, that is better. Weird glitch in this game, it really is. It really is. I'm also wondering if I've accidentally turned on something else I shouldn't have done, but you know what? It's working, and that's all that matters. Never did that to me either. There you go. You see. This game just likes to keep you on your toes, you know? You didn't tell me that was going to happen. Well, think fast. Is it a glitch? They were off and now they're on and now the train works. Well, it depends on whether, like, how the train is loaded up and how it starts up. Because I don't remember in the tutorials, because it's like the engine's already on. So, like I said, the fact that when I first looked at engine run switch, I'm like, well, the engine is running, so that's not it. They were supposed to be already on. Yeah, that's probably it. Because the engine's already running and everything, it's like, well, are we ready to go? Yes. Put the reverser master key in, do the reverser forward, and off we go. Like, a lot of the, like, admin actual setup of the locomotive should kind of be done, unless you're starting out from cold in the yard or something. You do that in some scenarios, but, yeah, I think that was the issue. But anyway, none of that matters now, because we are on the charge. It usually gives you a ready-to-go loco in most scenarios. Yeah, there you go. Anyway. We are underway. Let's close some blinds. No, let's not do that. In many years from today, train spotters will be excited to see a 66. Well, in the same way that my dad's generation of train spotters used to be, like, really fed up of always seeing Class 47s. And now they're like, what? It's a 47? He did say to me once, he was like, you know those units up at Swanley? One day, you will be, like, fascinated to see them because they'll have gone away. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But it depends on what units we're talking about. Meantime, we're powering through Earth Station. That, yeah. That's about as much as I can see when we're flying through at 70 miles an hour. Oh, look at that. Super elevated on the tracks as well. Yes. Our 66 is hustling along. You know, now that we've actually turned it on. If you want to get someone to really rev up, you have to turn them on, you know? Mm. Oh. And that tea is perfect temperature. Hot, but not quite in the I'm burning the skin off the inside of my mouth level hot. Weird analogy, but my lawnmower, yes, that is starting as a weird analogy, but my lawnmower is a Class 66. Well, I bet that mows the grass quite quickly. My lawnmower has a run switch and it will idle with it off, but you can't throttle until it is set to run. Ah, okay, it must be the same thing. People will go to Heritage Railways to see the vintage unit known as the Pacer. Yes, and I'm not one of them. My T in GTA 5. My T is GTA 5-star wanted levels. Very good. Very good. Oh, this might be a nice segue, because at some point today I wanted to tell you that I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow afternoon, hopefully. Just why not make the most of coming back and having some spare afternoons. I haven't liked anything built since about 1976. Yeah, what you've got to understand with Chris is that he's basically a GWR railwayman circa 1927 stuck in the body of a modern millennial. He has no idea how he's got here. He's very disgruntled. He has no idea why GWR now means a bus company running trains disguised as a train company. He was very sad the day he found out that Brunel and Churchwood have all long passed away. Whereabouts is this train from? I noticed it has very mid-80s computers in it. It's American. America! Yeah, it was American built, I believe. And they were built in the late 90s, I want to say. I love the fact that these are now considered vintage traction in some cases. No, they're not. They're not. They're like people that consider like PS2 or 3 games retro. Well, some PS2 games I will allow that. Early PS2 maybe. But I'm in general one of those people that's like, this thing was made while I was alive. It can't be retro. 66 is a Canadian build. Oh, there you go. Computers look 80s style, I get. Yeah, it actually wanted to be a synthwave loco. It's actually powered by HAL. Ooh, another tunnel, another station, another mile. Plug it to plug. And speaking of plugs, that should be back on Friday. All things considered, because I was on the verge of finally getting a video out for it last week, and then I wasn't. And then I came down with bird flu, so, which, you know, is still preferable to COVID, but even so. They'll put it in London, Ontario, and Muncie, Indiana. Hang on! Wasn't Muncie where Bob Ross did all of his Joy of Painting shows? It's a happy little... Well, it's a very happy, thick loco. Aw, look at him there. He doesn't want to shout anymore. He doesn't want to be aggro. He just wants to do a hecking good job. A hecking big trundle. So that means we have to call this loco Bob now. Back home again. There is the back home again in a shed. Yeah, this year's Indy 500 is looking a bit different, I'll be honest. Oh, gold. Slow down again. It's another one of those briefly slow down to 80 miles an hour. Where's my brakes? Give me a bit of brake. Give me a bit of brake. The joy of shed. Okay, there we go. Right, and now release. Oh, that's actually worked out okay, because we're going to have to slow down to 70 miles an hour in a minute, and we've already slowed down to that amount anyway, so the joy of shed. Look at it there. Look at it there. Big Bob. Big Bob. Do. I think PS2 games would be classic. SNES games would be retro. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. That's a good way of putting it. Anyway, in very neurodivergent style, we've ended up on about 20 tangents. Oh, that would be why we had to slow down a bit there. We've had to go across some points there. We're being routed in a different direction. NASCAR 2021, the Brickyard 400 at Indy Motor Speedway, except instead of a car, you're driving a shed. And it still would be less of a shit show than actual real NASCAR these days. Because, hey, if you want to be NASCAR champion in 2021, be racist. You'll get suspended, but don't worry. When you come back, you'll get the best seat in the sport. Maybe that's what George Russell should have done. Maybe that's what George Russell should have done if he wanted that Merc seat sooner. Be racist on Twitch, get suspended for a year, and then bung them. And then be like, when he comes back, I just hope no one dies in the new car in the Daytona 500. Let's hope so, yeah. I'll not clip that quote there. No, best not. Out of context, that would be very, yeah. Anyway, we're off on more tangents again. Anyway, well, before we went off on all those tangents, here's some more tangents. No, hang on. Rewind. Welcome to NASCAR. That's basically their DNA. What? Death and racism. Death and racism. That's NASCAR. 66 is handled better than the next gen car. Oh my word. Right, anyway. Right. NASCAR's bollocks. We know that. Oh, we got a red signal as well. Oh, God. Oh, it's all happening. Brake. Brake, please. Okay, no, we're good. It's a yellow signal. Okay. Panic over. Panic over. Right, okay. Right, so enough tangents about NASCAR. It's bollocks, we understand that. What was the original tangent I was going off on one about? That was it. I was about to tell you what I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, because I'm feeling doing double-headed streams. Another red signal there. I'm being very wary because there's more red signals up ahead. I think we're behind a passenger train of some kind. Yellow signal, okay, we're all right, but we're chasing red, so... Well, who owns the BTCC game license? Moving on. Formula One is actual racing rather than just making... Oh, we do... Ha! Ha 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 ha. Nice joke from 1975. See, I don't like NASCAR anymore, but I will still defend oval racing. Anyway, enough of all this. I'm finally going to get back to finally going to go back to that tangent that I was going off on one. Do you want to hear what I'm supposed to be streaming tomorrow or not? But yeah, I've got tomorrow afternoon. Release the brake yet. Oval racing is great. NASCAR isn't. Yeah, right. Okay, moving on. The tangent I was going to... It'll be a surprise at this rate. It will. We'll get to the end of the stream and they'll be like, by the way, what are you streaming tomorrow? I'm not going to tell you. So yeah, I figured I'd stream something tomorrow. I'd stream a game that's quite special. Excuse me. In all of the worst ways. Stream is brought to you by SPAD. Well, hopefully not. Still on yellow signals. We're all right for now. Yeah, recently it seems that if I want to have an extra stream, there's two things for it. One, I normally decide to throw in a bonus stream if I find a really bad game to play. Exhibit A, eFootball 2021, TM, eFootballness. And Exhibit B, NASCAR 21 Ignition, ironically. And I'm getting nervous about those red signals, you know. Nervous about those red signals. I'm also well aware that this thing doesn't exactly stop very quickly. A game that's quite special. What will you be streaming tomorrow? Well, you know, it's funny you asked that. There we go. Right, okay, let's put the brake on. Look, now if you start nagging me, I just won't tell you. I feel like a grumpy teacher on a school trip. I'm just going to turn the bus around. We're going to go home. We're not going to Chessington. Anyway, right, yes. So, two things have been a common theme recently on this channel. Turn the train around, just stick it in reverse. Two things have been in common. I've got to get a new phone. This one loves to brick. Oh, Christ. Oh, my... We're going to a message from AJ. What's he going to play, Chris Kamara? Right. I don't know, Jeff, is there? AJ lifts and rotates the entire... Right. Okay. Center. Right, so... I'm going to take a run up at this, and this time, I'm not going to be distracted. I'm not even going to look at chat this time. I'm going to go for it. So, two things have been kind of a recurring theme recently on this channel. One... If I have bonus streams, they're normally on Thursdays. And secondly, if I have a bonus stream, like kind of an unexpected extra stream. It's normally for a bollocks game. Exhibit A, eFootball 2022 TM. Exhibit B, NASCAR 21 Ignition TM. Well, tomorrow's Thursday. I'm fancying streaming before it's not streamed. Yeah, I'm just not going to bother now. Bye. You had your chance. So, tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming on a Thursday. So, given what I've just told you, you can probably guess it's going to be a bad game. It's a bad game that pretty much everybody bleeps out the name of the game Kill Bill style. Yeah, the game is... The game is redacted. The game is one that is... well, it's pretty infamous. It's one you've probably all heard of. This ain't exactly a hidden... This won't exactly be a hidden gem of bad games. It's a game that is supposed to be kind of a... It's kind of trying to jump on the canon of one of the most legendary game series of all time, and instead, rather than jumping into that canon, it just takes a massive dump all over it. I was never going to play this game because I never wanted to give the developers any money for it. Well, not the main guy who seems to have no idea how to make a game. GTA Remastered. You know what? Close. You're not far off. But this game's from a few years back. Not many years back, but a few. And I happened to buy it last week in the November sale. It was on sale on Steam, so I ended up paying £1.50 for it. And I was like, you know what? That is all I'm prepared to pay for this, because I'd probably pay £1.50 for some old bollocks PS2 game. Well, PS3 game. PS2 games you probably pay like 25 pence and a half-eaten pack of chocolate buttons for that. So £1.50. I thought, right, okay, for a game that is legendarily bollocks. Does anyone want to have a guess? Given the clues, it's legendarily bollocks. It came out a couple of years ago. The developer is a blithering idiot. Well, the main director of the game is a blithering idiot. Cyberpunk? No. We're not talking AAA, by the way. We are talking a game series that tried to jump into... Oh, no. I think Nay's found it. He's just gone on my Steam library and found it. Detroit Become Human? No. No. Good guess, but no. This is fun, you know. Remember the clue about it tries to jump into the canon of an already existing legendary series of games. Except rather than jumping into that canon, it just takes a massive dump on it. There's your big clue. There's your big hint. Oh yeah, I forgot that game. Watch Dogs 2? No. I've heard Clownpunk is really good. It might be. Is that a sequel to Cyberpunk or a spin-off or something? Is it a Rockstar game? No. I'm really appreciating, by the way, I'm appreciating all your attempts to try and hunt down what this game might be. You know, I think that deserves a lot of respect. Saints Row. I love Saints Row. No way. Well, Saints Row 2 I love particularly. Trackmania. Chat's just gone silent. They're like, I honestly haven't a clue. I've got to play Saints Row again. Well, Mike, you've tried to hunt down the answer. What other clues can we give? What other clues can we give? Well, Hitman, no. Let's put it this way. The fallout from this one had quite the half-life. Getting it yet? You getting it yet? Or have I got to be more oblique with the... I've got to be more oblique with the hints. Fallout 76, no. The Fallout bit, I saw that. Nay's got it! Ding, ding, ding! Nay's got it! Nay has got it! Yep, folks. Tomorrow, if all things go to plan, we're going to be playing Hunt Down the Freeman. Oh dear. Oh dear, what have I signed myself up for? Yeah, what? Oh, for God's sake. There's me being like, it's a legendarily crap game. Everyone knows it's terrible. Reveals it in my chat and everyone's like, why is that? What game's that? Okay, right. So, here to set the scene for you. Have you heard of the Half-Life games? Oh God, I just applied the brakes. Why did I do that? There we go. Right, release the brakes. Release the brakes. Release the brakes. There you go. Okay, so basically, how many of you guys have heard of the Half-Life games? They are release the hounds. Basically, the Half-Life games. Yes, you've heard of the Half-Life games. Good. You know all about them. The main character in that, guy called Gordon Freeman, who's a mute scientist person who decides when there's like aliens and government corruption stuff and alien invasion. Who in chat hasn't heard of the Half-Life games? Well, there was with Izzy. I'm not making any assumptions now because there was me like everyone's heard of Hunt Down the Freeman, haven't they? Chat just like, what's that? All aboard the Winkle Rock train choo choo. Hello, 2Rever7. How you doing? So yeah, you got the Half-Life games. You got Gordon Freeman, the main hero of that, in his orange suit, running around beating up aliens and being like, "Oi, don't you? That's just not cricket. I'm not having this. I'm gonna beat up aliens with a crowbar and help retake Earth from the Combine harvesters." But anyway, really, I mean, I love Half-Life 2. I genuinely, Half-Life 2 is like my personal Hall of Fame level of gaming. Oi, that's just not cricket. Look, if he spoke, he's a scientist nerd. That's it. Would a scientist say that's just not cricket? No, AJ, they probably wouldn't. An English scientist from 1942 working on the Dam Buster bomb probably would. He's thinking it. Yeah, exactly. So all of that's going on. You've got Gordon Freeman, your main hero. So how about you do a story set between Half-Life 1 and 2 where a random special marine soldier goes into Black Mesa, which is like the laboratory where Gordon Freeman and his mates are working, and are like, we need to shut this shit down, let's start murdering scientists. And then Gordon Freeman runs in like, well, spoiler alert, it ain't fucking Gordon Freeman. And then you get beaten up by a lad in an orange suit who you assume is Gordon Freeman. And you decide, in the midst of, you know, Earth being taken over by a massive alien invasion, and, you know, your own orders were to go in there and slaughter the scientists, and now you've been beaten up by a scientist, you decide that the most important thing in amongst all that is revenge. Actually, I will directly quote the main character of Hunt Down the Freeman, Sergeant Mitchell, with his excellent Gorded farm. I ordered Half-Life on Wish.com and this is what I got. Yeah, I will give you a direct quote from the main character of the game, Sergeant Mitchell. Already sounds like Sergeant Bitchell more like. And I'm far from the first person to have made that joke. I think everyone in the world's already made that joke. But when he's getting beaten up by Gordon Freeman, like I said, spoiler alert, it ain't fucking Gordon Freeman. Even though in the trailer, it shows that guy with the mask off and with Gordon Freeman's face. He's on the store page. Gordon Freeman's right there on the store page. It's called Hunt Down the Freeman. Anyone want to take a guess how many times we'll actually see or confront or cross paths with Gordon Freeman in Hunt Down the Freeman? Yeah. -1. Yeah. 0, yeah. Between 0 and -1, yes. Nay was like, once? Well, yeah, well, anyway. So the game would have you believe. But yeah, just to give you a clue of the kind of writing you can expect from this. Sergeant Mitchell's big promo, as he's getting beaten to death by Gordon Freeman in Black Mesa. He's there on the ground, he's all like bloody and he's all like, he's all beaten up. And you got Gordon Freeman with his crowbar, well, it actually is a crowbar, standing over him, ready to deliver the killing blow. And Sergeant Mitchell just goes, "Whatever it takes, whoever it takes, however long it takes, before I die, I will fucking kill you." And then the lad just goes, and presumably kills us. "However long it takes before I die." You're about to die. Is he like the Ultimate Warrior being all Hulk? Yes! Yes! He's not far off. Also, I thought you were going to talk about the fake warrior in WCW for a second there. This is kind of the renegade of gaming. This is not the Freeman. We're not hunting the Freeman. It's the free guy. Oh, it's that film that's out right now. No, not that one. But yeah, the story is complete bollocks. It's basically glorified fan fiction that somebody decided, hey, it'd be fun to make some cutscenes and make it like an interactive film. Well, just like a set of cutscenes in the Source Maker. You know, just get Source and make some Freeman Taxman. Or IRS just shows up. Excuse me. What's this? It's the costly guy. It's the discount guy. It's the 2-for-1 man. But yeah, the storyline is borderline fan fiction. Well, it is fan fiction. It's glorified fan fiction that should have just stayed as someone's like hobby project, as like a Source Maker set of films, or like a film, like a machinima project. That's what it is. And then someone, well, the game's director, straight up got it in his head that, no, I can actually make it an actual game. And then somehow get it onto Steam, you know, the store that's owned by Valve, the company that made the Half-Life games. It's happily for sale on it. Still is. It's been out 3 years. Sounds awfully like Twilight from that. You know, you're not far off. Or was it 50 Shades that was fan? It was 50 Shades that was Twilight fan fiction. Do you know, I heard of one that was even worse than that, though. I have no idea what the films were. Funnily enough, I saw an advert the other day for a third one in that series. I'm like, how the fuck did this get beyond the first film? How? Basically, it's sub 50 Shades, and the source material this time was a... Oh, God. Not Jonas Brothers. Is it Harry Styles? Who are your lads from One Direction? You got 49 Shades of Beige. 1970s experience. Niall Horan. No, not him. He's the affable Irish lad. He's just like, hey, I'm here. Oh, it might have been Zayn Malik. I want to say it was One Direction fanfic. I think it was One Direction fanfiction that this started out as, and it evolved into an actual set of films. So basically, it was 50 Shades of Grey, except the source material that this started out as wasn't Twilight, it was the author wanting to have sex with One Direction. They need to fuck off in the other direction. They do. So yeah, in this case, you got a lad who wanted to have sex with Gordon Freeman. I don't know. Maybe, oh my God, maybe that's why it's Hunt Down the Freeman. It's like, oh no, I'm actually going to make Freeman the villain. Oh my God. Oh, you're actually going to kill him. But it's like a sort of hate boner, you know what I mean? It's like a sort of hate crush, you know? I love Gordon Freeman. Anyway, we've got another red signal coming up, and I'm very scared. Can we please be stopping now, please? Please. Here we go. Okay, right. Actually, we can coast up to it a bit here. But yeah, it's very, yeah. So the writing is horrific. The gameplay is bollocks. It's littered with more bugs than your neighbour's garden that he's not tended to in 10 years. Give it 10 years and someone will use an F1 fanfiction to make a movie. Oh, God, no. Hitch, don't even speak it into existence. We don't need the Lando Norris fanfiction trilogy. We don't need it. Or Danny Ricciardo or whatever, I don't know. want to try to survive. But yeah, yeah, it's infamously crap. And you know me, Adam Fiction, where rich energy being the... What are you... Where, what? 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 I think Mike's head is a fan fiction where rich energy win the championship. Is that what you meant there? Or is your autocorrect had a stroke again? It likes doing that. But yeah, as you guys know, me and my good friend Nay, who's obviously also here, he knows better than anyone how much I have a morbid fascination with crap games. I mean, we literally had a YouTube channel together, and the most popular series on it was the Bad Games Beatdown, where we deliberately found and played the worst games around, including, I mean, like, Ride to Hell, Sonic 06, what else was there? Superman 64, Sniper 2. What other legendary bad games did we play? Duke Nukem Forever. Well, I mean, we went there. We went there, we rolled up the butt gloves, and we went right in there. -1%. People still comment, like, if it's so bad, why are you playing it? As if that's not the point. Exactly. Like, have you literally not seen any YouTube channel where, of like, film nerds who love watching bad films? Like, that's our attitude to it. It's like, if film people can unironically love The Room for being, like, catastrophically, hilariously bad, why can't we do that with games? And in a lot of cases, like, it's funnier just to laugh at them, because in a lot of cases, they've tried to be shady or... Yeah, a lot of modern bad games have been trying to be shady and stuff like that. I mean, Hunt Down the Freeman had all sorts of accusations of stolen assets, you know, not paying developers, using bots to get through Greenlight and get it onto Steam. Like I said, the weird juxtaposition of being on Steam, owned by the company that made the Half-Life games. It's just happy to have a Half-Life fan game sitting on it, which is rubbish, and has stolen assets from most of the Valve's game library. I had a... What's that? Oh, I had a random encounter in Resi's chat of someone else who played DT Racer. Woo! Bad Games Beatdown in Overdrive recently. 90% of games recently have been awful. Well, GTA Remaster, I mean, we've played a couple of them. And believe me, if I could get press copies of... actually, that's not a bad shout. I need to up the numbers. Come on, we need the numbers. So I can get press copies of, like, why are you interested in playing Flange Warrior Elite? This obviously terrible game. No, I'm just really curious. I don't know, it might be a hidden gem, you don't know. I've not had any issues with GTA Remastered. You may, by the sound of it, be the only person in the world who hasn't had those issues. Are you that one guy that always happens, that whenever there's a game that's released massively broken, there's always one person who's like, well, it's working fine for me, why is everyone moaning? Not saying you're actually doing that, Mike. And normally, in those cases, when a game's so obviously broken and you get that one guy who's like, well, I'm working fine. You're not, are you? No, I don't even own the game. I just thought I was being funny. You're not, though. You're about as funny as tetanus. But yeah, I mean, when I started to see screen grabs of it, I was like, wait a minute. You've waited all this time to do a remaster of the old GTA trilogy from the PS2 era. In a world where those three games were some of the most modded PC games of all time. Source, I had all three of them on PC when I was in my teens and just downloaded shit tons of mods for all of them. Car mods, map mods, you know, all sorts. You could blow those games apart and make entirely new games out of them. And one of the biggest things they did was update the textures. You know, HD mods for them have been around for ages. Probably 4K stuff has been around. I think the modding communities around those games are still active. So after all that time, you're going to do an official remaster trilogy. And then I saw the screen grabs of the official remaster trilogy, and I'm like, that actually looks worse than most of the mods that I've seen. I have seen mods that are way better than that, made by people just randomly doing it for the love of it. Like, I'm not... I mean... A bit of a random example, but you'll see where I'm going with it, hopefully. Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is a bloody brilliant game. It's also not straight up a remaster. Obviously, it has like sort of reinterpretations of old levels with that old style graphics, but with new technology stuff behind it, and you've got some new, all new levels and stuff. It's a homage and a love letter to the original Sonic games, which, as someone whose first video game ever was Sonic the Hedgehog 1 on the Mega Drive, of course, that game owned my heart and always will. I love that game dearly. But in that game, 4 years old now. Oh, Christ, yeah, it is. Yeah, Nay's got it. Nay's got the point of what I'm leading to here. Sega went to someone who had experience in modding their games to make Sonic Mania, which is a great idea. Exactly. Sega straight up went, right, who are the people that love the original games so much and know how they work? The modders. People who have played them for years and have done fan mods and fan conversions of these games. Why don't we go to them and say, right, you go nuts. Make us a brand new, remastered style, old school Sonic game. You started with Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive. Yes. I remember playing a lot of Sonic 2 around a friend's house because, annoyingly, we'd always play co-op and the bitch always made me Tails. It's a sign I was bullied a lot as a child. See also, whenever we played Star Wars, because the prequel series came out when I was in primary school. Well, Episode 1 came out when I was in primary school. And whenever we played Star Wars games in the playground, guess which Muppet was saddled with being Jar Jar Binks? Also, we've got a red signal coming up, so we might want to put the brakes on. Oh no, it's the yellow signal now. Okay, we're good. Also, this is East Croydon by the look of it, so whoops. Yep, this is East Croydon. Also, it's just me, or has the loco developed more like realistic weathering as we've gone along our journey? It's still stopping, isn't it? Please. I have seen an awful one. Some guy bugged GTA SA out, but because of the autosave saving at the exact moment he couldn't open the game again. Oh, God. Is that from the remaster? That's a decent model of East Croydon. It is. Very nicely done. So we're just stopping here to have a look around. That's a realistic announcement. This includes e-cigarettes. I do need to play Sonic Mania, like, thoroughly. Do you know what? I might... How much is it going for on Steam? Oh, I might get... Because I have it as a download only on PS4, and I just can't be asked to really plug in my PS4 for much anymore. But yeah, Nay's got the... It was in a Humble Bundle like a week ago. Oh! God, yeah, I hope it is. But yeah, Nay's got the right point, what I'm saying with the GTA games. That GTA trilogy has been modded to shit for years and years. Rockstar, the best people Rockstar could have gone to make the remastered edition was those people. But no, I mean, it was clearly just a money grab. They were just like, right, where's the original files for GTA? Right, slap HD texture on them, go. Including the Encore DLC, which you really want, it's £5.73. Is that still the case? Is it still in a Humble Bundle? If you want to know a game that's the complete opposite of Hunt Down the Freeman, Black Mesa is a beautiful fan recreation of Half-Life 1 that has been approved by Valve, yes. Only for the next hour. Oh no! Oh no! The race! They even retouched and made some parts of the game bigger and longer and uncut. Nice. Right, well, okay, if we only have an hour to get Sonic Mania on Steam for cheap, let's get going. Let's move. Let's move. But yeah, TLDR, I'm playing one of the most notorious bollocks games of recent times tomorrow. Also, Skellingtor, I assume he's streaming today, is playing another game that I really want, which is MotoGP 21. Because, fun fact, the last few days when... Because basically, my family went away on holiday last week, and generally what I do is I stay behind for the first few days, get work done and bits like that, and then join them a few days later. What have I done? I didn't mean to do that. Sit down. Quickly, sit down. There we go. Excuse me. But it got to, well, Monday, and I was like, I've had a fresh, like... I was getting better, I was feeling better from my cold, and then I just nosedived again. I was feeling horrible. So I said, yeah, folks, go enjoy your holiday. I don't want to schlep around on trains to come up and join you, potentially pick up bugs from other people on the trains, where my own immune system is compromised from having this cold, then pass them on to you, when all I'd be doing when I get to where they're on holiday is sitting around on the couch under blankets anyway, which is what I was doing here. So they were like, all cool, you stay home in the warm, and do that. So that's fine. So I'm just checking the... oh, we're actually going quite downhill, so things are going slightly downhill. Yes, very downhill. Come on, please, please. Immune system forgets to turn on the engine. Yeah, that's it. That's what it was, clearly. My immune system recently. That's what it was. So yeah, what I've actually done is gone, right, what you're actually going to do is something that you find bloody impossible, Captain Freelancer over here, which is have some days off. Do some things where you're not secretly working on something for streaming or YouTube. Just don't do anything. And I thought, right, how about I play a game that's not for Twitch or for YouTube or anything? I just play a game and have fun. Well, funnily enough, Nay came over last Friday when I was in the brief window. Well, I was still feeling pretty poorly at the time, but we stayed like distance, more than enough distance apart. And we actually ended up in amongst eating pizza and watching old reruns of Robot Wars, because how else do you expect a friend date to go? We broke out a little PS2 game that I really like, called Tourist Trophy, which is otherwise known as Gran Turismo 4 Motorbike DLC. Because I shit you not, it's Gran Turismo 4 with motorbikes. It's on the same game engine, same graphics, same tracks, same menu sounds. It's literally Gran Turismo 4, but with motorbikes. And that's no bad thing, given that I love Gran Turismo 4 so much. And I'm actually from a biker family. My dad grew up with a motorbike. He didn't own a car until, well, I showed up and ruined everything. But yeah, for the longest time, even when he was first with my mum, he was a biker. So kind of motorbikes are in our family DNA. And I like motorbikes. You know, it's cool. I've been to some bike rides. I've been to British Superbikes a few times. Brands. It was always a good time. So I got Tourist Trophy years ago, and I've dipped in and out of it occasionally. Then me and Nay played it a bit the other night. And then on Monday night, I was feeling sorry for myself and a bit crap. And I went, you know what? Let's just play a video game for the hell of it. And I thought, how about we do Tourist Trophy? So I've just been playing Tourist Trophy a lot the last few days, just for the hell of it. I'm trying to think where... sold it because I wasn't confident with how other people drive. You know what? Funny you say that. My dad has always said he would not own another motorbike. My mum does not want him to ride a motorbike ever again. And they've often said they wouldn't want me riding a motorbike. All because of other people. Not that they wouldn't be able to do it or they didn't think I'd be able to do it, but because of other people driving like absolute morons. So, yeah, that's the main reason. Which is why my dad now gets his kicks with his V8 Dodge Ram truck. Because if someone drives like a moron with him, he ain't exactly getting clattered off a motorbike and getting smeared half a mile down the road. If someone tries to drive like a moron around my dad now, they're going to get smashed. They're going to get their car stoved in with like however many tons of American truck. So quite the flip, you know, from one extreme to the other. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Tourist Trophy recently, and that's been a lot of fun. And you know what? I've done that thing again. I've completely forgotten where we were going with this. Why did I mention something to it? When are you going to finally play the World of Outlaws game? Ooh, the World of Outlaws game on Xbox 360. Yes, it's in the pile to play. I have a lot of games I want to play. But, yeah, that's that's on the to-be-played pile. Please show off cheese tactics on Tourist Trophy. I used to go around on my dad on his bike. Oh, wow. What, like riding on the back as like a passenger sort of thing? Oh, meantime, we've got another red signal coming up. It's a bike with a pop-up headlight. Whoa. A Suzuki Katana. Nice. Weren't they like a little 50cc type thing? I want to say. Because it's funny, my dad's bike history, I think he started off with like a tiny little thing. Obviously, what you start off with. with like 3 horsepower, but it's a motorbike, so you can still go stupid fast on it. It's 750cc death trap. Oh, right, okay. Might have been a bit excessive then. So, oh, there we go. We've got Gatwick Express going by. Can you hurry up? I've got Sonic Mania to buy on Steam. I need to get back to the depot. But yeah, so he got that really small, like 50cc thing. Then he had a 500cc Honda, and he was actually always a Honda guy until he went to get a big sort of Honda muscle bike, like a big sort of thick boy bike. I believe he wanted a brand new Honda Fireblade, which were new at the time, and the dealer was like, you'll have to wait 3 weeks if you wanted to get your Fireblade. And he was like, I kind of don't want to wait. What have you got around right now? And he went, well, we have got this rather nice lime green Kawasaki over here, which is just as powerful and just as awesome. And my dad was like, it's mine now, I'm having it. And that was now his legendary motorbike. So, hang on, he sent me a picture. He's still got loads of pictures of his old Kawasaki, because I shit you not, my dad was basically, in his like biker group, he was basically their own version of Vin Diesel. He would street race on this bike. It was a street racing bike. And there we go. This is it in basically stock condition. My dad's motorbike, there you go. Big Kawasaki 1100R. 1100 cc's, a big thick boy. A big thick boy of a bike. And yeah, like his thing was, no, it wasn't a Ninja. It was a Z1100R, or a Z1 1100R, I think. Yeah, big thick muscle bike. Wasn't supposed to be particularly good at handling, but he made it handle. Because basically he ended up building, like I said, a street racing bike. He basically ended up buying like a race bike. Might have bought you Sonic Mania and the DLC on Steam, so you don't have to... Nay! Aww! Nay! You're lovely, thank you. Everyone give Nay props in the chat. We love Nay very much. All bikes are the same to me. I mean, that is fair. They don't have the kind of... as many like distinguishing features as cars. Obviously cars, they have more surface area to look different, I guess. But yeah, he got like my guy was running around on basically like World Superbikes / MotoGP level custom parts on his bike. Like front suspension and forks and all that were like race level. Like if he was on, it'd be like someone today having a massive like Honda motorbike and running around with stuff from like that would be pretty close to what you'd see on Marc Marquez's MotoGP bike, you know? And yeah, he'd go street racing up on Chelsea Bridge. It'd be like down and back, like drag races and stuff like that. And yeah, which is funny because like, obviously, you know, in the Fast and Furious, well, the first few Fast and Furious films when they were actually street racing films, you got all your guys like bumping, like pumping the hip hop, bumping in the trunk, you know, with their like JDM cars. And they're like, yo, bruv, yo fam, yo homie, we out here race, fool, stuff like that. Whereas this with my dad and his mates on the bikes, they just go up to Chelsea Bridge and all have like a cup of tea and a burger at this like burger van, and be like, "Yo, who's racing tonight? Oh yeah, your bike's pretty good. Do you want to race? Yeah, all right." We race. They wouldn't race for like pink slips or any of that shit. It'd just be some money. It'd just be beer money, basically. And they'd be like, and no, they wouldn't. Was he Don Johnson? Well, I mean, he wasn't bald at the time. But he is bald now, because he started losing his hair when I showed up. I don't think that was a coincidence. I was born, and then a few years later, he started losing his hair. So he just went, you know what? And he's been skinhead ever since, basically. So he's a thick skinhead boy who did street racing. He's basically South London's Vin Diesel, or he would have been. Excuse me. I actually had another bike, but it wasn't owned by me. It was something my Uncle Greg had lying around. Ooh, what one was that? I used to play Ducati World on Dreamcast, which is a pretty good bike racing game. Only Ducati bikes, though, obviously. Yeah. See, it's funny. I think I've been tainted by the Ford racing games. Like, one manufacturer-exclusive racing games, to me, are just, like, tainted with original sin. Oh, crap. Oh, God. Another red signal, please, 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 please. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. No, 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 no. We've made it this far. We've made it this far. No. Oh, God damn it. Oh. We were so close. Oh, there was no checkpoint for it either. Because we hadn't stopped at any stations. Oh. That was a shame. We were doing really well. It's gone all... But most importantly, I can now go play Sonic Mania. Can everyone thank Nay in the chat for being a legend? I still owe him several thousands of pounds for the pizzas he's bought down the years, probably, for me. And I will ping you the money I owe after the stream. But thanks, Nay. Yeah. Thanks, Nay. Well, there we go. That'll do it for today. 2 separate journeys. One, unfortunately, incomplete. But it was only a few miles away from being complete anyway, so it was close enough. It's fine. It was all right. And so let's actually have a quick look in the library. Yes, you want to exit the game? Oh, well, would you look at that? You've received a gift, Sonic Mania, and the Sonic Mania Encore DLC. I think I will accept those gifts. Yes, I shall. I used to ride that bike to high school. Wow. Hey, there we go. So we've got Sonic Mania. Happily in the... yes, lovely, lovely. Thank you for that, Nay. Just let me know what I owe you. I'll ping that across to you. And as for that game I mentioned earlier, here it is. Also, I love the fact that on the store page, it's literally got a meme cover. It's literally got a meme image they've put on the store page for it. There's yep, that's the 3 different iterations of the main character. What the fuck is that? That's the main character. That's him at the start. That's him at the end. That's him whenever. Oh, and that thing behind them is a floating red error message. That's a bug in the game. You have 3 dudes, 1 free. There's one guy here who's genuinely grumpy, and I'm not sure if this is true, treating this game like a joke after it flopped, despite it costing people's money and Half-Life fan project reputations. Yeah, keep laughing at us devs, as if you didn't destroy more than your game. If that is the devs trying to be like doing a funny, then it's kind of backfired. Rather badly, but yeah, there's some interesting. Hang on a minute, where's the store page? Right, that's the game library page. Right, store page. Here we go. There's your man, Sergeant Mitchell. And who's this? It's Gordon Freeman. Be good. It's the man you're hunting down. And look, in-game screenshot. Gordon Freeman. Yeah. Fucking isn't in the game. Nominate this game for an award. I'd rather not. I'd rather not, I'll be honest. Oh, God. I love the fact that even the like positive reviews are like just joke reviews. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that. Pyro Cynical's best performance. Yeah, the voice acting cast includes some famous YouTubers that really shouldn't be there. Shit's game. Also, I love the user-defined tags for the product. Female protagonist, walking simulator, Illuminati, family-friendly, hentai, story-rich, casual. Do not nominate this game for a Steam Award. I shan't. And yeah, there's a guy. There's Sergeant Mitchell. Me good. Sergeant Mitchell. Yeah. So, yeah, that's him at the start of the game, where he clearly had just got off of playing the Witcher games. It's just like, oh, Geralt. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that vibe. So, yeah, that's that. A game so bad that many people speculated. You know, there was the joke about when's Half-Life 3 going to be, like Half-Life 3 confirmed. This was released February 2018. So then, what came along in March 2020? Half-Life Alyx. Another proper Half-Life game from Valve. It's like they saw that and went, right, for fuck's sake, we're gonna pull our finger out and actually. It's like, you know what this is? It's like when a legendary rock band go away, like go on hiatus for ages. And people are like, when are they going to come back? When are they going to drop that new album? And then like a shit cover band shows up of them. And they're like, yeah, we're the real band. Yeah, we've got the original keyboard player from their first rehearsals. Yeah, we're the real band. And the actual band are like, oh, for fuck's sake, you seeing this? They're using our likeness. We're not having this. And they finally come out of retirement and release that long-awaited third album. So, yeah, it's kind of like that, really. This walked so Half-Life Alyx could run, basically. But yeah, we'll get to that tomorrow. Gonna grab some dinner, so I'm about to dip. Well, I'm out. We're about to finish up here as well. Hopefully back tomorrow for more. Well, you know what to expect. Well, you've got a preview as to what to expect. I don't think any of us can truly know what we're in for tomorrow. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, I need to finish up right about here, actually, because my voice is... This is the most, streaming my voice has done in about 2 weeks, and it's not enjoying it. So, I'm going to keep drinking some water. And let's leave it on a more positive image, shall we? Yeah, Sonic Mania, that's better. So, one last thing to do. Last bit of business. We're going to go find someone to raid, shall we? We're not going to put the lo-fi stream back on. Oh, there's 11 people streaming right now. Ooh! Oh, we have got 3 distinct contenders here. We've got my lovely friend Hawk, who is a wonderful, wonderful, excellent human being, disabled non-binary streamer, fabulous person. They are currently playing, is that Mass Effect Andromeda? I want to say it. I've just clicked on their stream just to see. They are playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So they're playing Mass Effect. We've got Skellingtor currently playing some MotoGP. MotoGP 21. Skellingtor, lovely streamer. Brazilian sim racing streamer. Who's fantastic. He's a great guy. So, MotoGP there. Or we've got the wonderful Nova Katebs, who most of the time is an excellent acoustic musician. Lovely, lovely person. Today is playing crosswords. Yes. Playing crosswords. So, we've got... Actually, I would say we'd vote for them, but when Hawk messaged me earlier saying they were streaming, I did say that I'm streaming too, but if I finish before them, I'd go and raid them. So a promise is a promise. I think we should go and do it. I'm a person of my word. And let's go pop over there, shall we? And give them some love. Their pronouns are they/he. Just so you're aware. And yeah, let's go hang out. And whatever you choose to do, hope you have a lovely rest of your Wednesday. Thank you so much for making my return to streaming as nice as it could possibly be. It's been lovely doing this again. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with some Hunt Down the Refund. Have a lovely rest of your Wednesday. See you later.